Floyd Clymer. Floyd Clymer, 26 October 1895, in Indianapolis, 22 January 1970 in Los Angeles, a pioneer in the sport of motorcycling, was a racer, a motorcycle dealer and distributor, a magazine publisher, a racing promoter, an author, and a motorcycle manufacturer. He was inducted into the Motorcycle Hall of Fame in 1998 and into the Motorsports Hall of Fame of America on March 17, 2020. Early life. Clymer was a natural salesman and became the youngest Ford dealer in the USA at age 14 in Greeley, Colorado. He began racing motorcycles in the 1910s and was very successful through the 1920s, winning the National Sidecar Championship in 1920, the Pikes Peak Hill Climb, and several other hill climb championships. He was involved in motorcycle racing throughout his life, including race promotion and organization. He owned a Harley-Davidson and Excelsior motorcycle dealership in the 1920s in Greeley. Publishing. Clymer is best known for his publishing business. His first publication, Motorcycle Topics, was published in the late 1910s, and he resumed publishing magazines and books in earnest after World War II. He published the popular Clymer repair manuals for cars, motorcycles, and powersports vehicles in a standardized format to step-by-step disassembly and reassembly of the complete vehicle, illustrated with photographs. The Clymer manual became shorthand among home mechanics as a useful guide to vehicle maintenance and repair. In 2013, the Clymer manual business became part of the Haynes Group, and its titles are still published under the Clymer name. Clymer also published dozens of books on cars and motorcycles, and was among the first to assemble historical surveys of the car and motorcycle industries with his Treasury of Early American Motorcycle, Treasury of Early American Automobile, Those Wonderful Old Automobiles, Henry's Wonderful Model T, and Historical Motor Scrapbooks from the 1950s. He also published an annual yearbook for the Indianapolis 500 from 1946 to 1968, as well as collections of British car and motorcycle magazine road tests. Clymer purchased Cycle magazine from Peterson Publishing in July 1957, which had a circulation of several 100,000 during his tenure to 1966. It was said of Clymer that he never met a motorcycle he didn't like, and some criticized Cycle for failing to prompt improvements in motorcycle design through journalistic feedback. Motorcycle manufacturer. Clymer attempted to purchase the Indian motorcycle brand in the 1950s and was successful in buying it in the early 1960s. By 1967, he had begun distribution of Indian-branded minicycles, with Jawa Morini Franco and Morini Minerly engines and chassis components using names such as Papoose, Ponabike, and Boy Racer. The success of these small machines led to the design and small-run assembly of the Indian Velo 500 from a mix of British drive-train components from Velocette, Royal Enfield, and Norton, in a specially commissioned Italian chassis. The chassis included frames by Italjet, forks by Marzocchi, and wheels by Grimke. He also sought to promote the Munch motorcycle as an Indian, and commissioned Friedel Munch to create a motorcycle using a side-valve Indian Chief V-twin motor in a Munch chassis. While his minicycle line continued and expanded into the 1970s, the realization of these full-sized Indian cycles came to a halt when Clymer died of a heart attack in 1970 at age 74.